Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to another episode of FoolTopia here in City Skylines. Guys, last episode we did some pretty cool expansions. We managed to hook up the train network to the big Woodland plantation area. We did some minor improvements, got a new subway line in down to the industrial area, and today we're going to kind of continue on that. We have a few little issues kind of arriving and appearing and popping up in the city. One of them is garbage. I want to try and build a small little garbage plant to start with in the city, and I also want to try and expand our little woodland industry as well to not only to provide more jobs, but also to make a little bit extra cash money moolah. Now guys, before we jump into this, if you're enjoying FoolTopia, make sure you smash that like button down below. And if you're new around here, please make sure you subscribe. But here we go guys, we are pretty much back right now. Now, so an eagle eye viewer, apologies, I can't remember who sent it in, notice that I've made the highway here cut in. So no one coming from this way goes across, they come down to go across, and that might have been an issue of some of the traffic that was being caused. So I kind of need to sort that. I don't know how I managed to do that. I have no freaking idea. Maybe we should double check this side's okay. Yeah, that side is pretty fine. I don't know how I managed to do that, guys. I have no freaking idea. I don't even know why we need to tell the lanes they need to do that. It's kind of weird, isn't it? But there we go. It's kind of all up and running. So I do need to create a small little garbage plant because there is garbage issues everywhere and we need to be able to solve them. I've just noticed a little bit of traffic building up down here. So if I turn off the traffic lights just here for a second, that should help the flow of traffic. See how things go with that. Right, okay. So I've got a few little spots, places that I want to, possibly put our little garbage plant. I was thinking about here, but then it's like, this area kind of leads onto whatever we place down on this side, so I don't really want to do that just yet. But I was thinking, what about on the edge around here? That would be a nice little cool spot too. Or even along this side here. So if we can give you like a really good access to the highway, then we're up and running, boys. We've got nothing to worry about. Actually, do you know what? We're going to create it around here. So what I'll do is I'll try and integrate this up and over section as the way, this kind of garbage plant we'll use to get in and out. So again, there's a few ways in which I can do this. I might even try and integrate this going around and then connect up in some way. Now, if I brought this out just like that, how weird would that be? Is that too weird? What do you think? I mean, it could potentially work. Let me turn the traffic lights off there. And off there as well. Now, it could potentially work. It's just a really great way to get them in and out of the area to kind of maximize this platform. But it looks a little bit weird, doesn't it? So what about if we don't use that? And also, we could definitely improve this area eventually. So what I'll actually do then is, for now, this is going to be like a little placeholder. So what would it like if I dropped it down at that point? Now, I'm not feeling that either. And how much can I create as a bend to go this way? Now, if I use the anarchy to kind of cut through it, and we just kind of bring that out to there. It's too many. Oh, have I got power issues? I was gonna say it's too. Let me pause it. It's too many chunky roads around. Now, what's going on with my power issues then? Are we just not producing? I feel like this is the issue. It's like we've got so many trucks, and it's just there's something fishy going on with our power, and I can't quite put my finger on it. It is a weird one. So let me try and figure this out then. So if I took it from here. From that junction there, that looks terrible. It does really look terrible, doesn't it? Okay, do you know what? We're just going to come off this for now. We'll figure something out a little bit better eventually. Let me turn off the anarchy. To there, and bring it out. Can I bring it out by 20? There we go. If I go straight down and in. Take these two off here. Create a nice little bend in. I know what you're thinking. It's 100% weird. I don't even know if I should attach it to that, to be honest. Because if I create a really good connection up there, you could also use that. Right, forget everything I've just done. Let's find our industrial roads. So I'm going to come off it about there. So it's kind of this side of this little platform bollard, if that makes any sense. So come down. We'll come down. Do I even have snapping grids on? I do, and it feels like I don't have any snapping grids on. It's a very weird area, this isn't it, guys? It's a very weird area. Right, we come down to here. We go across by 2 straight up. And what we'll do, we'll cut across. We'll cut across. We'll get this little kind of... What's the word? Crossed out section. That's the best I could come up with then, guys, believe it or not. And let's get our little incineration plant. Now, what we'll do is we'll place 2 in this area. So we'll place 1 there. And we'll place... Let's do this one on this side. And can I... Yeah, I do have one-way roads. So if I upgraded these to one-way roads... There we go. So they come in one way and they go out the other way. So that way, there is a constant flow of traffic in a certain direction. And I'll place 1 more down and we'll do it. Now, space already occupied, but with the power of the anarchy tool, boys. The power of that. Where is it gone? We can drop 1 just on this side. Now, does it cross over a little bit? It does cross over a little bit there, so we'll kind of move it over slightly. There we go. So that all squeezes in just nice. And of course, it's going to need the power hooking over. So if I just do it over to here for now, just keep it simple. And we'll see how that goes. I've staggered it so I can place other stuff in and around it. But it's just a small little area that we get set up. Allow the vehicle. So it will take some time for these vehicles to go out and do their thing. Oh, they need water. Of course they do. So bring that across. And then if it all goes to plan, which I'm hoping it will, I can then get rid of this one. Which, you know what? I'm going to take... We've got enough money to support this. I'm going to take the risk by getting rid of that. So that's now officially gone. We're going to have to go in like ridiculous fast forward mode for a second. And I do need a way in which we can have this area hooked up. So while we're fast forwarding, we got to wait for the garbage to arrive. I don't even want to look at what the city is screaming at right now. Don't even want to look at it because you know it's going to be kind of bad. But if I can... Oh, what's the best way to do this? Because this comes in. Now, if I pause it for a second, let's get rid of all this. Let's get rid of that for a second. So it stays at that level. We'll continue to bring it in to about there. And if I continue to bring that down there, kind of carrying it up, and it can kind of come off and lower itself down around about here. I'm trying to go for something different. Right. So if that does that, bear with me, guys. Just bear with me a second. And then we'll take the 2-lane highway from here. Let's turn off the anarchy because that was one crazy bend. There we go. And then just kind of bring this down with the move it tool. Bring it in slightly, bend it a little bit more round. Right, there we go. So that is the entrance point. They come in down here. They can go around and connect back up, or just ultimately come off here and go up and around again. Again, this is something a little bit different. It's definitely a little bit different. All right, if we connect up to there, and then we get the power of that move it tool again. Oh, where it climbs and goes up is at different stages at this point. So kind of bring it up just there and then cut in there, and then we'll just try and bring these down to the same levels. Right, is that better? That's slightly better there. Right, perfect. Okay, let's go back into play then. Keep that rocking and rolling. It's definitely something a little bit different. But as that continues to go over, I can continue to expand the roads further over, if that makes any sense. Or ultimately, I could have it literally cross over and come down in a different way. Many ways in which we can approach doing this. But I need those garbage trucks. The city's going to complain big time, but I need those garbage trucks out there right now collecting garbage. There's traffic lights here that I'm going to get rid of. And we do need them to connect up to this road in some way. So again, like I said, the reason for me doing that was... Oh, the reason... I just realized. The reason for me actually doing that was to create a connection. And I've only just realized what I was trying to do. We're going to get there now. So... Okay, so we have the highway here. Well, actually, let me go normal roads. So we'll bring... No... Right, I'd say normal roads. We'll bring... I'm trying to think the best way to connect this. You want it to kind of go up and down. So you would kind of want that. Which is now at an awkward angle, isn't it? To kind of come down the side. But that's okay. Because 9 times out of 10 it's not going to do that. We'll redo all of this. So before this actually comes down, we'll bring it to level there. If I bring that across... Is that too far over, do you reckon? Let me see how far it would be if I went this way. So say like 10. At the end of that. Right, again. That's not even straight, is it? Right, that's kind of straight there. So again, bear with me, guys. Oh, that's at awkward angles. Why, Sediak? Why? Right, if I go up by 10, across by 8, across by 8, down by 10. Ooh, I've actually got a really cool idea. I have a really cool idea. Right, guys, you're gonna love this. I have a freaking cool idea. So if I use this point here and I bring it up, take it. Let me kind of. Because I need to get at the right angle as well, because that's very, very important. Get it to there. There we go. Bring this up. Right, again, bear with me, guys. Bear with me. I don't mean there's a bear with me, just bear with me. Right, let's bring this up a tiny bit more. Right, across. You're probably thinking, Seniac, what the hell are you doing? Like, just watch this. Watch this. Right, delete, delete, delete. Okay, we'll go from there. Right, guys, watch. This is gonna be amazing. If I can do it. I mean, I'm saying all this, and I probably won't be able to do this. Right, you see what I'm doing? I think you can kind of tell what I'm trying to do right now. We're gonna create that lip and go round. Or is that stupid? I feel like that's slightly stupid. Right, forget everything I've just done. Guys, I am an abomination. Please don't give me any sympathy. Please don't. Right. There we go. Right, that's actually kind of cool. So what we do is then, we get rid of this little connecting connection. So it does go round, which is glorious. And then we create a nice little loop 2 of this one. So if I just kind of went across, I'll do it with a normal road, because it's easy to do the markings. Went across by 10. And then, let's just say we go to there. And this one came to there. But if I upgrade it to the highway road. And this one going that way. Right, get rid of that. I now bend this around. So I go down by 5. It's actually quite hard to do this now. I put Anarchy on. 5 by 5. 5 by 5. That bends round lovely. Right, there we go. Let's just move that slight bottle over. So that continues up there, which is exactly what we want it to do. When I've cut it back by 1, I can then make them exit on this same road to get out of here by connecting it up. Is that not genius, or is that not genius? Right, turn the anarchy off. So if we kind of first incline it by 7, and then maybe with the anarchy I add it in. Yeah, why not? Alright, bring that down. Bring that down. I just gotta flip that around. And I think we're semi-good. I do think we're semi-good to a certain extent. This is a little bit high. We'll bring this one down. Yeah. Why not, guys? Why not? Okay, right. Delete this. I do need to get it connected up to the electricity grid. Bring it down to there. Right, and all we gotta do now then is wait for the electricity to start being produced and for it to arrive. So I'm losing a lot of the population. It's something that we kind of have to go through at the moment until I can get it all back up and running. Lots of garbage trucks are out there in full force right now, trying to go pick up all the garbage. They'll be back before you know it. They'll be back before you know it. Hopefully. So I want to get them to use this, which I think will be a great connection, which means getting rid of, for example, this. Now, I'll kind of kill that off for now, because we can create like a better connection eventually. Again, we've got it all speeded up, so let them take their time for them to remember where they've got to go. Are we producing enough electricity right now? We're kind of on the cusp of doing just the right amount. So as they bring more garbage back, we'll start producing more. We have traffic lights here, which we're going to get rid of. So there we go. So they'll utilize this connection now more, as it's the only way to get in and out of this area, which is actually quite cool to utilize it all the way to go around. Spans it out a little bit longer to get the traffic flowing a little bit more. We will have other connections eventually set up, properly, but I just want to, make sure the flow of traffic is solid. So that's going to do its thing. Now, with that population dip we just gone through, it has now increased all of our residential. What's the job situation like? 23% unemployed. That's still not great. And I'm not sure why. My suspicion was that it doesn't count these as jobs, which is a weird one. Turn on traffic lights there. Now they're pulling out a lot of vehicles than they would normally do, just for the sake of going to pick up all the excess garbage, but it will slow down over time. So let them do what they got to do, guys. It'll just take a few moments to kind of get it all up and running again. We got a huge death wave at the moment. Right now, since it's sick, we had a lot of power issues, so hopefully we can get through those, shortly. We have enough capacity for it, so again, just takes time now for the city to get back and running, because I just kind of just put it in a huge mess. Please still love me, city. Please still love me. So what it's got to do, what it's got to do then? How is it going over here? So did these get affected by the issues that we just had on hand? Maybe a little bit, who knows. But we need now ways in which we can improve and produce more goods. So I'm going to try and fill up all the little nooks and crannies right now with some of the industry stuff. What's big that we can squeeze in? So the slope is too steep over here. Now how can I utilize this area over here? So let's pull up the industrial road. Now we do have anarchy on. Let's turn that off. There we go. Nice. Let's create a smallish grid. There we go. Probably don't need to make it go down that far. Probably there's okay. We'll make that one stick out a little bit more. There. Yeah, there we go. So this sprawls out a little bit more than we need it to. Which means I should now be able to squeeze in a few extra. What do you call it? What are they called? Plantations. There we go. So just drop a couple of these in. Try and get some sapling ones thrown in the middle as well. In the mix of things. We need some more water. So we get that all placed over. Crashed up over to there as well. So that'll start producing more wood for us, which should be pretty handy. And they're really utilizing this export area too, which is making FoolTopia a little bit more efficient, which is, well, oh my goodness me. What did we have happen over here? Oh, did you hear the cow moo then? That scared me a little bit. Do we have good fire coverage? We have one fired up over there. We don't really have one over here. So is it worth upgrading that one to a big boy one? Or not? Like if I place it just here on the corner? Right, if I placed it there, but we moved it right against the edge, do you feel like that's slightly better? Has good access to the road, sorry. Right, we'll see how that goes then. So we're still importing a little bit. We don't need to. Our own production's going to be ramping up. Oh, 7,000 profit. Okay, we are definitely doing some exports. Right, is the city back on its feet then? I feel like it is. I feel like we slightly got back onto our feet right now. It's a shame because we would have lost a lot of people working, especially the high educated people. So the education levels right now, we've got a huge 90% uneducated that's been thrown into the mix. Which is a shame, but you know, it's just one of those things, isn't it? It really is. So should we throw in some more commercial? I want to try and finish off this area over here. So with the commercial, we're going to go high density on this little section. We'll fill up this whole little gap right now. And we'll do it just over here as well. That will really bring this area to life a little bit more than it actually is. I like the flying flow of the roads going over. And seeing as we can squeeze in a few more residents, why don't we drop now some more low density residential in this area. Let that now continue to build up. City is beautiful. So is it now kind of minimized the amount of trucks it's got out? It did have over 100 and something. Now, yeah, it's now half. So we've got the right amount of trucks now out, which is glorious. I like it. And underneath all these overpasses here, what we got to do is create the dockyard. And that will look so cool when it's all up and running. I can't wait to get that on the go. So let's create some cut-through roads then. Let's have a cut-through road go straight up. There and there. Now from this we'll come in. Obviously, go straight down. And is it worth going to, let's say, here? And going for a bend? I mean, probably not. I was wondering why I couldn't click for a second. If I went diagonally, does that look too silly? It doesn't look too silly, no. But let's get some paths that would eventually connect up to that. So I am going to drop the anarchy now then. I'm going to go straight to the corner. Straight across. Straight to there. We'll go straight over here. And I'll utilize this one that we kind of have connected in. To go across. So they can kind of technically cross the road. Same for that one there. We'll do one just here. I love the anarchy tool because you can do really cool stuff like that, and it is pretty good. I can't really lie about that. Okay, so this area slightly built itself up, which is nice. Got a few little trees around it, which is pretty cool too. I like it. I do like it. Okay, so we're now up to 34,000 residents. I can't actually remember the number it was at before. So again, a little bit interesting there. We're going to drop some more offices down in some of the little gaps. And then we'll start to look at actually getting some real industry in this area. So it's all offices. It's all quite a high-tech area. And we'll drop down some dirty industry in small pockets. So we'll do around the garbage plants, which would be handy. I don't think these have got water that much. Well, that much water anyway. Alright, let's push all that over. Okay. Right. I'm liking this. I really am. Okay, so how's now the Bedford Woodland area going on right now? So we're just at the middle part now where we're just waiting to export all the goods. Okay, so the planned timber, or the plain timber, the paper. Let's sort this out where we just completely empty it. We're going to empty the storage. Empty this one. So we're literally now going to be exporting everything, and we should see our profit sky high. You can see now all the vehicles, all the trucks now emptying those warehouses and pulling it inside of the export area, and then off that will go. 22,000 profit. Look at that. Look at that, boys. 22,000 profit. Will it go even higher? Will it go even higher? Or do you reckon we've emptied the majority of it? Right, let's put it back to balance then. Balance, boys! There we go, 23,000. So we made a nice chunk of money by doing that. That's pretty dope, isn't it? That is pretty cool. Traffic issues. Okay, so a lot of it's being caused by the garbage trucks. We really do have to sort this this junction out over here right now. So I have two options I could potentially do. One of them is create a flyover, and then we have the ability to come in and off it. I could upgrade this into a 2-lane roundabout. So let's try that. I mean, there's many options I can do. But let's try the 2-laner first, and let's see how far we pretty much get with that. Because that itself can also be a big help. Now, if I upgraded... Oh, this is a tough one. I can't actually upgrade that road to like a 4-lane highway. It's not something we have available. Well, pretty much to do. But that actually is moving the traffic through. So give that a few moments. And now because it's like double laned, they can just get on and get out a lot easier. So we'll see how that goes. That could just actually just solve the issue itself. Obviously, it's just a temporary fix. There's something about me that just doesn't want to get rid of that roundabout. I don't know what it is, man. It's got a weird hold over me. It really has. Not many people are using that subway line there at the moment. But as we get more and more jobs over here and more residents move in, we should be up and running again. So unemployment stands 17%. Only 14,000 people are in jobs, which is less than half the population, which is actually quite worrying. But then again, well, yeah, round about half the population. Well, round about half the population can actually work. Education, it's down to 15% uneducated, so we are making some progress again. We definitely are, guys. So we just gotta keep the momentum moving. So is that now technically connected? It is. So I can get rid of these power lines and start to expand a little bit more. So we do a nice chunk of dirty industrial there and there. And then we'll surround it with offices, because this is what you do to kind of reduce the amount of traffic. There we go. The water stretches beautifully. It really does. It really, really does. Right, sweet, mate. Sweet, sweet, sweet. How's this little export area still handling it? Okay, so everything's managed to get out of here. Bedford Woodland area has now gone back down to its original money that it was making, which is nice. Now, this is where you then start to question yourself. Do you then build more of the plants that produce the goods? It is interesting. Or should we get like another workers' barracks down? I think that'd be like an even better option. So another workers' barracks just there. Yeah, let's go for that then. So one just there, that which provides 35 possibilities for new workers. And we'll let that fill itself up. Moving over here slightly. We do need more commercial. We do have a few little gaps over here we could kind of benefit from. Any roads I could squeeze in? No, I won't squeeze any roads, but I will drop down some commercial. So we go all high density in just this little section here. Because it's near the football ground, so you want a little bit of high density squeezed in. Which would be nice. So let's see how that now rock and rolls, how that goes. It's a cool little area this is. I do like it. I might remove the trees in these parts and then concrete it all over. That might be a good option for us too. So just quickly get rid of them. And do over here too. If it looks stupid, I'll remove it and put it back to normal. So you get the odd trees that are actually a part of some of the buildings. But if we concrete this all up, it does create that better marbled shopping district effect. There we go. Which looks cool from a distance, to be honest. It is actually kind of cool. So I might, yeah, actually certain areas we won't do it. Certain areas we won't do it. Like just there, and in this one too. Won't do it there. And we won't do it there, and we will fill it back up with the trees. So we will create, we'll still have those open gaps. And what actual tree is it in here? It is kind of these, but we kind of have to let them grow, don't we? Oh, no, I didn't mean to go in there. Just gotta let those bad boys grow. It'll all come together eventually. Right, this roundabout. Yeah, not solving the issues that I want. Definitely isn't. So, what we'll... I'm choking here. What we'll do is... we'll get our 2-laner here. And we'll first bring it up. Straight across. And if I can get rid of a little bit just there. That goes over wonderfully. But it's not my 2-lane road I wanted. Okay, that is. And then we'll create a slip road coming off just here. And if I can get this lined up correctly. A slip road coming on there. So don't worry about the connections just at the moment, because we can make them really, really good. And then the same here. Now, this is different now, because they're only going to join onto here. Well, they're actually going to either go on the roundabout or go straight over. So... do you know what? I actually won't put it on this side. Because if you wanted to go down there, you just use this road and join that way. If you wanted to come here and do a right, obviously you just go down this road. Let's see what happens when I do something like that. Right. So let me now sort this connection out. Right, if I bring it in. Right, let's just try... oh, hang on. Power. Okay, let's change this. Well, that's connected there, but it's not connected over here in any way, shape, or form. So I'll bring it over to there. Oh, these guys are not connected. Right, should now all be connected beautifully. So obviously there's going to be a lot of traffic. Oh, that's not great. That's not great at all. There is going to be a lot of traffic. So obviously you go that direction. You go that direction. You go that direction. Yes. So there's going to be a lot of traffic just initially. But let's see how this plays out. So if you wanted, you was on the highway and you wanted to get down here, you pull off at this junction and go down. So that's going to really change how the traffic now behaves. But then you actually kind of wonder yourself, then why do you have a roundabout? You don't need a roundabout at that point. You can have the road go up and connect to the two of the... Ooh, then that road could go through as a tunnel? Maybe? Now we got a lot of traffic over here because I've redirected a lot of traffic on that was originally on that highway. So you just gotta give them time to update and reroute themselves. That's it's hilarious what's actually going on right now. But it's all slowly starting to come together. It really is. I got my demands back as well. Population is now still climbing. So it's got to give it all time to fix and update. So they're getting there. They're slowly coming back. Slowly but surely, guys. They're going into turn to come back around. It's a wonderful sight to see. Right, again, we'll give it time for that backlog to clear down. And so, how's it going over here? Is it time to drop in some more residents? I think it is, guys. So let's go crazy with the residents on this kind of section then. There we go. Water reaches through. Yes, it does. Right, sweet. We're ready to, we're actually, hang on, how much do I need? 40,000 to get to the next megaropolis. There we go. And I unlock a new area. Why don't I unlock all areas? Oh no, it is this one, sorry. I unlock all the areas. Oh my god. Oh my god. And there is like an airport and stuff like that. Right, that's going to be so freaking dope if that is actually real. And I'm unlocking all the areas. Right, traffic, got rid of it? No, it's actually moving over to here now. So it is taking a little bit longer than expected to clear. But now the traffic is cleared, this is what we're now kind of seeing. So we don't really need this roundabout at this point. So officially, guys, I've now deleted the roundabout. Okay. Officially, it's now gone. So, now this is interesting because I could potentially bring this up. Whoa, what happened there? There we go. I could bring this up and then into a tunnel. Only a small, like, cuts into there. Or maybe connected to this roundabout and in. That bypasses this huge highway. Creates really easy and simple access. Would that make this whole connection too much? Do you think? Only one way to find out. I mean, we can play around with that idea. I don't know if I'll do it just yet. So into there we go. Let me delete that a second. There we go. Right. Sweet. Let's see how this now plays out. If I get rid of that just there. Do we have traffic lights? We do. So we officially got rid of that roundabout, guys. It's officially now gone. I could filter on these roads as well to be a part of this, but so at this point you kind of don't need it. Then the roundabout moves to here, this area. You just got to find those because they are technically now, these roads here, these 4-lane roads are slowly becoming our highways in a way. So you have to be really careful of what you're applying to it. It does look weird. I know this. But it might be beneficial if I, in some way, shape or form, connect something up to there. Yeah. I have to find a good way on how I can merge these two. If anyone's got any ideas how we can merge this junction and this junction together, let me know in the comment section or send me some kind of ideas or screenshots or whatever you're kind of thinking on Twitter. That will be a big help. But as it stands right now, that backlog is only over to here right now as they're all trying to turn in. And that's now clearing. But when you look at an overview of this whole area, it flows pretty well. It really does. I mean, there's a few little issues here, there, you know, but, you know, when is there never any issues like that? But it seems to be going okay. Now, if I got rid of this section of this whole junction and relied on this one, that's when you'll probably see some issues, because you get the early ones that turn off. I mean, it wouldn't be too bad of an issue, but it's just what you wouldn't want to be 100% on that, really. Now, let's make everybody not do this right turn, just so I can clear this traffic through at the minute. So make them all go straight on and they'll go round the roundabout. And that should then start to move the traffic. So it clears the backlog that we kind of had around here. It should then move the traffic more. If I get to do that turn, then those guys will also start to move. And then everybody will be happy. Right, let's get rid of these now connections. So we've cleared it for the most part. Right, now, oh, you know what? Because I added them on. Yeah, I've got to now place them on, which is kind of annoying. But hey ho. So how are these now flowing? They're doing pretty well. Okay, I'm kind of impressed with that. I ain't kind of impressed with that, I'm not going to lie. Again, and so we're now getting somewhere. Now there's more jobs over here. More people are starting to use that subway system. How much money are we making from the subway system, guys? Let's find out. We are making profit. That's what we're making. Not so much off the train network, but that's because we're only using it for exports. Same with the boat issue. Not much money off the buses either, but that is okay. Now, we don't have all these areas kind of filled up just yet. We still need more commercial and industrial. They're just screaming out and begging for that stuff, aren't they? They really are. So now I got rid of this little garbage planet. Oh, I did it! There we go. We're like all the new land. Oh, that's actually really cool, because that means next episode I can go expansion crazy. Because I moved that right now, though, I can place down the rest of that commercial just there. Industrial, sorry, just there. Any more jobs available that I can squeeze in? We've got a nice little section just there we can add in. And I can start to place it all along this area. So we're going very high-tech in FoolTopia. It's becoming a beautiful haven for workers. Nice. Nice. Okay, right, guys, we're doing some pretty good stuff. So we've now unlocked the ability to buy a lot of new land. A lot of new land. So the expansions can now become real. There's stuff like, I want to add the university over in this area. I want to eventually be able to hook up a new connection of a highway over the bridge and not just that one. Might even look at doing something like over here where it connects to there and over. We're going to build like an airport on this little island too. So many possibilities. I can even do tunnels to those areas if the highway's looking a little bit too much. But we definitely need like another way to connect. Another way to get in and out of this place so don't use those long, simple roads all the way around. And at some point, I do need to place a road that goes through this whole mountainous region to create a tunnel from one side to the other rather than going around the whole region. But that is an issue for another day. That really is an issue for another day. So we've done some expansions on the Woodland Benford area, which is making a lot more money than it ever has. We're exporting a lot of goods. We've got a lot of people now in jobs. What's our unemployment like? It's gone up to 24%. But we do have a high demand for commercial and industrial at the moment. So it might be a point where I have to create like a nice little shopping district somewhere around here. So this is another reason why I need more ways to get around, because the garbage issues will eventually just continue to build up. And the garbage trucks can't get to where they need to get to as quick. So I just need a quick way to link over to this area. The tunnel system might be the way. It could be that we use this sticky out bit to create a tunnel that goes under, pops up over there and connects up. But we'll see how things go. We'll see how things play out. Anyway, guys, hope you did enjoy this. If you did, smash that like button down below. And until next time, I'll see you all soon. So, goodbye.